it do, what it do, what it do, soul visionaries and potential soul visionaries out there. I am your host, Sherrod Cohen, and you are now rocking with the Soul Vision Powercast. You know, that place where we keep it unfiltered and raw. We talk about anything from porn to politics. We'll even talk about the things you might have heard or even saw. Today, we're going to talk about women falling in love with the wolf in sheep's clothing. Women that fall in love with the wolf in sheep's clothing. You know, he doesn't growl, he grins. He doesn't show his fangs. He speaks in sweet promises and gentle lies. Sweet promises and gentle lies. Beautiful lies, but he won't tell the ugly truth. The most dangerous man isn't the one who shows you he's a threat. It's the one who hides his intentions behind charm, flattery, and false vulnerability. These are those soft-spoken guys, you know, the one that seem to know, you know, just how to treat a woman, just give her everything she wants. No boundaries. You know, if a man tells you to stop this, and that, he's insecure. You know, those soft-talking men that just tells you that everything is a man's fault. You know, this is the wolf in sheep's clothing. The man who wears trust like a costume, who studies a woman's needs just to use them against her. He mimics affection, mirrors values, and builds connections only to manipulate, mislead, or conquer you. Some lie for control, others lie for access, and some lie simply because deception is easier than telling the truth. But in the end, the cost is paid in broken trust, shattered confidence, and the slow erosion of a woman's sense of safety. This isn't about dishonesty. It's about betrayal in its most intimate form. Let's talk about it. You know, it's one of those things where you get on the internet and you hear dude after dude after dude tell y'all that, hey, nothing ain't your fault. The men that you chose, the men that you procreated with, the men that you let run up in you raw, all these men that you chose to give access to you, it ain't your fault. You were tricked. In one breath, y'all got this great intuition that just knows everything, but in this other breath over here, y'all just so easily tricked and duped. And then in this breath, y'all just so educated and just know everything. You're strong and you're independent. But then right back over here, you're easily tricked. I mean, which one is it? I mean, these dudes pander and try to appease you guys. They mislead most of you. You know, even when they show you their true colors, you jump right back and go and rip and run and support them all over again. That's the crazy thing about it. You know, they'll tell you the beautiful lie, but they won't tell you the ugly truth. They'll give you compliments, but they won't give you correction. These are the men, day in and day out, post after post, video after video, always talking about a man being to blame for the shape that you're in. They want to say the men are to blame for all of your choices that led you to be in the situation that you're in, whether it be financial, with your children, with your family, whatever. See, it should be a red flag to any woman to hear a man constantly complimenting you but will not correct you when you're wrong. And see, you all get it twisted. You all say men think that men are simps because they care about women. Nope. Caring about a woman is not just always what you will do for her, it's what you won't do. And what I won't do is enable you to go out there and look like a fool. But a lot of y'all don't know what protection looks like. You know, everything is financial with the majority of you guys out here. That's what's wrong with y'all. You know, If it's always it's one extreme or the other. It's either you're rich or you're dusty and broke and poor. You know, all the men in the middle, which is the majority, all of these guys just get left out, looked over. Basically, anybody that's not rich, all go into the dusty pile. Meanwhile, a lot of you all high body count, a lot of drama in your life, a lot of trauma in your life, a lot of embodying another woman's pain. You guys bring so much to the table, and it was a post that says, does a man ever come into a woman's life and ask and think, wow, she's been through a lot. Let me be her safety net or whatever it is. No, a man should not have to come into your life and be your therapist. You know, you guys sit here and y'all listen to these pastors, these online dating gurus. Y'all listen to these guys more than y'all listen to your man. If you gave as much attention to your dude, paid attention to him as much as you do the pastor, the online dating guru, or any man that's willing to just tell y'all a lie about how good and great you all are, your home life will be better. If you guys took time to actually get to know men for who they are, and instead of trying to get to know his pockets, y'all will come out, you know, a lot better than what y'all doing. You know, a lot of you all are lying about you didn't know he was married. You know, you lie about, you know, I didn't know he would treat me like that. These dudes are not tricking y'all. Y'all just jumping in the bed with any man that got some money just so y'all can get something. And then when it doesn't work out right, then all of a sudden, you were duped. You were tricked. I didn't know he was going to treat me that way. Come on, man, you didn't even know this guy. A lot of y'all don't take the time to get to know these men because, you know, as long as he come in and wine and dine you, hey, it's fine. It's cool. Y'all don't want to take the walk in the park. You don't want to go on the coffee dates. You don't want to sit and just chill and talk. Nope. Y'all just want to rush to this expensive restaurant. Then you want to take a cruise, get flown out. Y'all not trying to get a chance to know these men. You're just opening your legs as soon as he opens his wallet. All these relationships are basically transactional, which is, in other words, it's prostitution, basically. But, like I said, women always fall for the wolf in sheep's clothing because he just simply knows how to connect with the emotional side of you by telling you what you want to hear. He doesn't spit logic to you. Everything he spits to you is emotion-based. And then by him connecting to your emotion, you guys just it's like almost becomes like a symbiotic connection because now he has you emotionally chained to him now. And no matter what he does, he could be the worst guy, creep, or whatever. All he has to do is come back and say, I'm sorry. I'll never do that again. I'm a changed man. And y'all believe him. But meanwhile, when men tell y'all the truth, when men that are actually trying to care for y'all tell y'all the truth, y'all don't want to hear it if it's not in your favor. You know I usually talk to the men out there or whatever. This is just one for the ladies. But fellas, y'all can get something out of this too. The thing y'all can get out of this is you got to realize you will be blamed for the trauma that the wolf in sheep's clothing causes these women. It's not you that she's mad at. She's not even mad at the wolf in sheep's clothing. She's mad at herself for falling for the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. But since she's always been told nothing's her fault, she has to project that outwardly. She has to project the anger outwardly towards men. So, brothers, y'all think y'all better watch yourselves, man. A lot of these women really do need therapy. They need help. You guys are not therapists. Do not take on the therapist role. Do not come in and try to fix what is broken on someone who's really not going to tell you the truth. That's all I'm saying, bro. You know, at the end of the day, I'm trying to help my brothers rise and fly. It's 2025. Peace.
Hey.